What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Standout Podcast, where everyone and anyone could be a standout. And today, I got somebody in the building that's on an uprise in Connecticut. He's really doing his thing, and I'm happy to have him here. He goes by the name of LVFLEX. What's poppin', dog?
What's good, buddy? What's good? What's good?
Nothing. We chilling, man. Listen, man, you had a show last night. You know, few albums are out, few EPs are out. You're really working. You're really on a whole nother wavelength of artistry, and it seems like you're really on a come up right now. So what can you tell me about the work ethic and where you've come from in this music thing? Like, how's it happen for you, and how was it coming up?
Coming up, I ain't gonna hold you. Coming up with the music stuff, it wasn't that like too hard, because like I honestly, when I first started doing the music stuff, it was literally just freestyling and shit at like parties with my boys and shit like that. Like, feel me? Like, when I think of right now, my boy Zay type shit, feel me? We would just go to parties and freestyle and just go back and forth.
Right.
And just be on some funny, some funny shit, you know what I mean? Shit. So it's like, that's really like where I started, like, like actually rapping. But I always loved music and shit like that. Like, when I was like probably like 9, from Wu-Tang Cream.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you know that song Cream?
Of course.
Yeah, when I was like 9 or 10, something like that, I had like, I wanted to make a song. I was like, again, I was a kid, but this was before I like had any intentions of like rapping or anything like that. Again, I was a kid back when kids were kids. So,
right.
I mean?
Of course, yes,
I mean?
yes.
I was dead as a kid. So, I went on my grandfather's computer one day and I was just listening to the song. I'm like, you know what? I want to make a song like this. And like, I basically did, like, it wasn't even like I made a song. Like, I basically just wrote down all the lyrics to the song. And then like redid every verse to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, same rhyme scheme, but like different like bars.
So this was at a young age, you're writing down bars.
Yeah.
So this was kind of like destined before it was destined, you know?
I guess type shit for me. I didn't even like, I just something I was, wanted to do. I like that song and whatnot. Cause again, my dad would play all types of music and whatnot. Like, my whole family would play all types of music and shit like that. Not for nothing, like my uncles and whatnot, they was in like a music group. Wow. Like when I was a kid and whatnot, they were called like Lyrical High. They were like really local.
Okay. I've heard about them. I know a little bit. Yeah, I've heard about them a little bit. Okay.
All right. So yeah, I was, feel me? They did their thing for a little bit and whatnot, but feel me? So like, music's always been around and stuff like that. But like really when I started like actually taking the music serious was probably like, well, not like serious, but like getting to the studio and shit like that, and hang around and shit like that. Probably like 2017, 2018.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. And then like, again, then I started like meeting new people and whatnot. Then I ran into the people that like, I fuck with now, like to this day type shit. These like my brothers, you know what I mean? Feel me? They go by like, it's like Swamp Gang CMP type shit. It's like a collective.
Shout out to them.
A little group and whatnot. My boy just got the LLC for the label to be able to, type shit, and all that.
So are you under that label, or are you just
currently not yet, because it's still not like, it's still like a thing. We're still in the making and whatnot, because again, we still like a bunch of guys, you know what I mean, that all do music, all do different music at that, you know what I mean? But I started coming in like and actually being serious when I met my boy Tech.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, he's like he's like the most fire producer, recorded artist that I know out here type stuff. But other than I can say about myself, you know what I mean? But like, he goes hard, like, and a lot of people know like his name ring bells with his music and whatnot. Like, he definitely. Because
I was gonna tell you about that, man. The production on your album. Yeah. It's not like anything I've ever heard.
Oh yeah.
And nothing that I've ever heard in my entire life. I mean, between the melodies, the basses, the drums, I think it sets you apart in CT. So a lot of that has to do with tech then, right?
Yeah, and like when it comes to the stuff that I learned, like what you can do, what you cannot do, what like not what you cannot, but like, like stuff you could do when you're in like the booth and you're recording, you're actually recording yourself. Cause now I record myself. At this point I record myself, but everything that I learned was important. Basically like from bro and like from other people that I have around me that also know a little bit, they stuff about the shit. So I just got little pieces from everybody, and then I just came together and made my own thing and whatnot. As far as like the sound, like be able to make a sound, you know what I mean? Type shit, like to learn actually how to sit there and do it myself and like have the confidence to make this type of sound or like do this type of flow or melody when, you know, around here is just nothing but a lot of like, you know, like that
regular shit,
hard type shit.
Yeah, because I mean, like in terms of your music, you know, I don't know if maybe it's from being with the Swamp Gang or whatever. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect. Like, you know,
you seen it's Swamp Gang, CMP, CMP,
CMP.
Again, it's like
no disrespect.
No,
you know what I'm saying? I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that they're all different, it kind of shows in your music a lot because, like I said, like people can't, you know, when I listen to LVFLEX music, like I told Chris, it's a lot of energy, but it's a lot of different shit. It's not just rap music. That's what struck me crazy about you because it's like alternative mixed with rock, mixed with hip hop.
Right.
Even sometimes a little bit of R&B you got in there. There's one song on your album that I want to get to. It's Magic. That's really like an R&B song.
Right.
So tell me, is having all those influences at once really what inspired you, you know, in terms of music right now? Because I know when you're younger, like you said, Wu-Tang Cream, is the people around you are what inspires you right now rather than listening to all the other shit?
Like it's really everything. The people around me inspire me to be my best. And like that when it comes to that. But like when it comes to like my music and stuff like that, it comes from everything. I done woke up to like my father playing Coldplay early in the morning on a Sunday as a kid. Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I listen to mad different music and whatnot. And I have respect for a lot of different music, a lot of different artists and whatnot. Yeah. And, you know, I just take everything, you know, the R&B, it's something I do now called plug and be. You know what I mean? So that's something where I try to like get to. It's like a new genre of music where you mix basically like R&B with like trap.
You did a little bit of that on your EP Flex and B. I think I heard a little bit of that. So that EP to me, that's when I was like, he's very versatile because this is like R&B stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I was like,
but like a new version of it,
right? New version, you know I mean?
Not trying to go on to sound like Keith Sweat or nothing.
Yeah, that's funny, man. Yeah, I mean, like I said, like even you know, listening all the way back to like 1900, right? Mm-hmm. When I listen to you, it's like the preamble stage of LVFLEX, and it seemed like you were getting your feet under you, but it also seems like you knew exactly what you wanted to do. Like, it seems like you already knew like, yo, I'm going to stick to this sound because this is what works for me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Have you always been just straight minded and knew like, yo, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it for real? Like,
shit, up until like people just kept like, bro, like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Right.
Dude, this is hard. Like, and it's like, every time like, I'll just show people like, hey, I recorded this. They'll be like, bro, what? Like, you just recorded this? I'm like, yeah, like, oh shit. Like, even like, again, like, I make a lot of like turned up like melodic music and shit like that. Like, even when my music started like touching like the ears of like the younger, like the youth. Yeah. And then, like not for nothing. Cause like, again, I have like a lot of like, oh shit.
You good?
A lot of male like listeners and whatnot, and a lot of like, you know, people that like to turn up, raise all that type of smoke,
right,
all that type of shit. But then when I like started like touching like female ears and shit like that, like
bro,
like females hear me like, yo, your music is different. Like I like your music. I'm like, all right, so now this is all right, you know. And then when the youth, and now I got older people telling me, and I got younger people telling me, I got dudes, I got all right, so now this is something for me. Like that's just how my head works type shit. Cause I like to make shit make sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. So. Like when I just getting mad different feedback from different people that I didn't even know, like I would get feedback from. That's basically the point of that.
And that's what was interesting for me is because I've seen a lot of people repost your music and you don't have one specific demographic. You don't have one specific, because like, right, with me, I was a hip hopper. Yeah. So it was a lot of the dudes that were backpackers that loved my music.
Right.
With you, I'll see a bad IG model post it, and then I'll see that 13-year-old kid post, and I'm like, yo, Flex is everywhere. Right. Like he's worldwide. Is that what you want to do with this music? Like you want it to just be generational all the time?
Of course. Like I feel me, I want to stay on forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like the music, and with the music, that's what it does. You know what I mean? Like I definitely like I would like my music to resonate more with the youth than but like the fact that it resonates with more, because like to stretch on what you were saying, like again, like I know a lot of people. I listen to a lot of music, and I'm in a lot of scenes and whatnot. Like I'm from Hartford, so it's like it's not for me, I'm not far from anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, again, the same time, the IG model posted, the Kill post, then we got the family, the family, we got
Right.
the OGs and the
Right.
gonna post it and like,
Right.
yo, all that type. Like at my show, I there was like, feel me? Again, there was kids, there was people my age, stuff like that.
Right.
And then there was a couple of my OGs that was there too that pulled up, and I'm like, oh, okay, word, you know what I mean? Type shit. And so it's like, yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about that too. You know, 1000 Band Fani show, Webster last night. You guys killed it. I mean, is that your first show or is that like what was that? Because you guys really killed that shit. If that was your first show at a big venue, you guys really did some shit with that. I was watching the videos. Unfortunately, I couldn't go, but it just looked like it was just insane for you guys right there. The energy was there and everything. You don't usually get that from a Connecticut crowd, man. And it seemed like they was really rocking with you. So tell me a little bit about the energy last night and everything that was going on, you know?
Yeah, it wasn't my first show.
Okay.
That was the first show to me though that actually like felt like a real like concert, like a real show. The type, because usually when I like the other performances I've done, it just feels like I'm just like playing my music on like the speakers and just, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like, but and it like, and it really that's because of like like how I came up in this, you know what I mean? Like before, it took a while for people to actually like my music. Like I just hard to explain type, but it's like it took a while to get to where like everybody is like, oh wait, this is actually like, you know what I mean? At
culminating into like one thing,
exactly, or whatnot. Like, so I remember like one of my first shows, I couldn't sell $250 worth of tickets in a month, and that's 10 tickets at $25.
Right.
This show, I sold over like, within 10 days, I sold 50 of my hard copy ticket, or 40 of my hard copy tickets.
Holy
in 10
shit.
days. So that's $1,000 worth of tickets in 10 days. And then I sold them so fast that the concert people and whatnot, they made me a sub promoter of the show.
Wow.
And that's where I was sending over links.
Right.
Those links I was sending over was because those are like my personal links. Like, so basically it was like, I'm still selling the ticket, but you're just like, you know, buying. Just on to piggyback on that, tell me how that feels. And if you've really talked to your people about maybe doing your own solo show in Connecticut. Yeah. We was even thinking about that because we have like room and stuff, like space. And I was like, I'm about to do like for when I actually drop my tape for the, songs I was performing, I'm gonna do a listening party at my family's bar. In Hartford and whatnot.
Shout out to them. Should plug them in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fucking 637.
All right, man.
Yeah, but yeah, like it was definitely something that we thought about and we talked about because it was like it was just ridiculous the amount of people that bought tickets and how fast they did it. Like, and I didn't expect it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was on some things where it's like. I told like when they told me, oh, you have to sell 40 tickets, like they made it seem like it was like a big thing. I was like, bro, listen, so you basically want me to pay a band to perform? I could send you that right now.
I can say you're right.
Like, but at the same time, I was like, you know what? Let me check what type of time, like the people around me that, you know, saying they like my music. Let me see if they actually will, you know, tap in. And it was just amazing.
That's amazing.
They did, and I was
that's amazing.
Yeah.
And you know, I think that's the biggest thing about becoming an artist that probably makes you feel a lot better in doing it, because for me to sell 40 tickets, that shit wouldn't have happened. I would have had to pay that band. The thing is that when you have that type of ticket thing and stuff, it really starts to let you notice that your music is not being taken for granted. Your artistry is here and you're in the now. You know what I'm saying? Right. You're living in the moment.
Right.
Tell me, how much of that do you just put to a lot of just not only your music creation, because like I was going to get into your album, like I say, your album is extremely crazy. So tell me about your music creation, and if you dedicate it to show, or where do you dedicate your music to when you're in the booth? Like, what do you know, how do you make it, and what do you do like in terms of that type of stuff, like in terms of creation?
And creation with the really, when I'm looking, like when I'm thinking about it again, when I make my music, it's really how I feel at the moment. You know what I mean? Like really, and it's crazy because a lot of artists say that and whatnot for me, but that's really what it is. Type stuff. Like I'll flip through a beat, like, and like after I'm like, it just depends, like, cause you know I'll listen to like a bunch of music, and like one day I would listen to a whole bunch of fucking like Drake or something like that, or like some shit like that, and then like like the Honestly Nevermind album.
Right.
Like that was like one of like that album was fire to me. So like one day I was like, this is an example. Like one day I was flipping through beats after listening to a whole bunch of that.
Right.
And I found like this Jersey type beat and whatnot, and I just hopped on it. You know what I mean? And I even previewed it and whatnot. Feel me? Like, and that's just how but for the album, like I was just like, it's Through the Night. Feel me? Like,
yeah.
And that means a lot. Like, it's just like when the shit that happens through the night. Feel me? Like,
right.
Like it's like a
like
a tunnel, and like the light at the end of it type shit.
Right,
you know
right,
what
right.
I mean? That's the album type shit. Like.
I felt, when listening to Through the Night, I was gonna tell you, it felt like for the first time, on It's Magic, it was more like you making bangers, you just talking your shit. That was the first time I kind of saw the vulnerable side of LVFLEX. This was more of like a side where it was like, yeah, I'm coming into my own musically, but I got to get off this pain too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So tell me, was it hard making that album? Like the process hard because you had to probably put out a little bit more in yourself, or was it just like, you know what, I'm just gonna let this out and see what happens, So,
all right, and it's crazy how you asked that because this album was different because not for nothing. Recently, like back in October, that's when I started recording the project. I had gotten into a car accident.
Oh my God!
Like I totaled my car. I had gotten a concussion, all types of weird shit and whatnot. And before that happened, I couldn't record like I couldn't like I'll just go in the booth and like I'll record I record myself. So like I'll go try to record and then I just won't like anything I do and I'll just delete the shit or I'll just leave it alone for a grip for like months. And like before like the car accident happened, I was like talking to my cousin. I'm like, yo, bro, I can't come up with anything. I'm trying to come up with the next It's Magic. You know what I mean? Like I did It's Magic and I feel like that was like one of the best things I've done. Like as far as my music. Like a lot of people would tell me that the Wave EP is, but to me, is that It's Magic was like, that shit was completely different to me. Like I was blowing my own mind making the music as I'm making it. So like,
that shit blew my mind.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you, bro. So it's like, so basically, like, I was just like, bro, I don't know. He was just telling me like, yo, I wasn't there for a lot of your recordings, but whole time you was just trying to you was just in there doing whatever you felt. And then I'm like, okay. And then like a couple days later, I got into the accident.
Right.
And then I want to say like a day later, still with a concussion, I have a big old, my face is like,
that's crazy.
This family crazy.
Still recording.
I hopped in the studio. It was like, I want to say, because I usually record like in like early in the morning, like 2 to like 6 in the morning.
Okay.
That's usually my work hours for that shit. Feel me? But like I hopped in there, bro. I took my little medicines and whatnot that they gave me for my concussions and shit, bro. And the first song I made was fucking Muerte.
Muerte. Okay.
Yeah, feel me?
Okay, yeah.
That was the first song I made was Muerte. And then it's funny too because I made Muerte and Take the Hate
the same day,
back to back. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Back to back, and like, but or not Take the Hate. No, I made Take the Hate and War in the same day. But what happened? It was I was just so excited type shit that I was doing it because I did Muerte that night, and then I woke up the next morning and was just bumping that shit, did my shit throughout the day and whatnot. But then I was like, nah. Once I was hearing that shit, I was like, nah, I gotta do it. I'm about to make a tape.
Yeah.
And that's when I made Take the Hate. And then when I made Take the Hate, and then I made War. Yeah, because what ended up happening, I was so excited that I made Take the Hate that I did some shit and I ended up to open up a new file and I ended up losing the
my God
file. So I only have the waves.
Oh my Lord.
That was just sucks, bro. Yeah, but I lost the original file to that song. Yeah, so like the obsession.
Because to me, War. Yeah. When I first listened to that, when you click on that tape and you hear that, it's just like it just sets the mood of like, oh, we're gonna hear some shit.
Yeah.
The long piano thing.
Bro.
It's just like it sounds like the Hell's Gates are opening for you. You know what I'm saying?
Literally, bro.
And then you get to Myrto and it's like you just talking that dark shit. Like, yo, I'm hearing this shit right now. I'm gonna bring you here with me as you know, as my fans. I'm gonna bring you here with me. You're gonna sit down with me. You're gonna hear this shit with me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So, that's how I performed it shit too. Like there was people like, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like there was people freaking like, you know, just going crazy, all like, you know, doing all that, you know, jumping around, like barely like getting their word. Like you couldn't even couldn't hear what they were saying. Like no shit, like stop. They all did their thing. Like energy was crazy. But like that was one thing with me. I wanted y'all to hear what I'm saying. Like I'm in y'all face and I'm rapping and I'm saying it. Like, you know what I mean? Like you do not want war. You know what I mean? Like feel me? Like that was different about that show. But I feel like that's what I did different about. Man. I really like sat everybody right there in front of me and was like, listen to this. You know what I mean?
And that's what it sounded to me like. It sounded like, you know, when you get lost in the world, like you see that horror movie when the person gets lost in the wilderness and there's that one person, they're sitting around the fire and they're like, we got to get the fuck out of here. Like, what do we do? That's what it sounded like. And I'm like, this dude is going through it right now. He's letting us know. And then when you get to take the hate. That one was one of those where I was listening to it and I was like, I could learn a lot from LVFLEX because you got to take what comes with life, man.
That's a fact.
That's the lesson. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what Through the Night signified to me. It's like, yo, we're going to get through it together, but you just got to take everything at once and whatever's happening, you just got to go through it, man. Is that what you were thinking? Just get through it.
Just get through it, bro. Just get through it. Cause like, not, oh my God. It was literally just get through it, bro. Cause again, I was concussed. Right. I was fucking getting calls from lawyers and people were trying to fucking sue me, all types of weird shit, bro. So it was like, it was a bunch of weird stuff that was going on, bro. So it was like, it was definitely like, and I just kept like strong to my faith. That's really what it was, bro. Like, so like literally getting through the shit through the night, like all the troubles that happen through the night is gonna happen and shit like that. All the obstacles, and there's always gonna be obstacles when you try to do something great. Like literally every time you try to do something great, bro, there's always gonna be obstacles, but it's the fact of getting through them. Feel me? That's what makes everything, feel me? 10 times better. Like you like, oh yeah, all that bullshit, feel me? Nah, I stuck to my faith. You know what I mean? Man, got through the night, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Got through the night. And then we get to,
you know what I'm saying? You're doing your thing right now.
I'm stirred, feel me? I got, you know what I mean? I'm chilling, you know what I mean? So,
you know what I'm saying? Got the boots on, got the drip on, you know what I'm saying?
Can they see the boots?
They can see the boots, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he living, you know what I'm saying? That's a blessing. And then we get to It's Magic, and that was just like it was like a parade of just bangers. Now, I don't remember a lot of the song titles because honestly, bro, I listened to it in the gym, and you have a lot of people listen to that album. That's what I'm saying. And you have one of those songs on there where you say something about your mom. I forget what song it is.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember the song.
Hearts on Fire.
Hearts on Fire.
Yeah.
Hearts on Fire. The hook to that song is by far one of the craziest hooks I've ever seen. And the beat, I don't know where you found the beat. It just winds in and out, but the drums stay with it. Yeah. It stays. Like it sticks.
That's low-key a rock and roll beat. It was a Post Malone type beat.
Really?
Right?
I'm just like, yo. And your flow on it, like people will probably like compare it to like a Yeet style flow or something like that. But bro, it just, the way you fell into the beat, it's just like makes for workout music. It makes you feel like you could just jump on top of a car and do whatever the fuck you want.
I say, bro. Hearts on Fire was definitely that was different. That was another song where I was like trying to like turn up at the same time, like give a part of myself to the song and whatnot, like and be vulnerable on it and whatnot. Cause I talk of like again, a lot of the music I like to make is like turn up, all that. But if like you actually listen to the stuff I say,
but the lyrics, that's what I'm saying. The lyrics are crazy.
Exactly. The lyrics be like, I'm actually saying some shit like, and like a lot of things I say, like I'm like 90% of the time, bro, is straight facts, bro. I don't be just like how I rap, bro. As like I live life and then I go off of it and shit like that. You know what I mean? And I don't like to go too off of what I do or what I see around me. You know what I mean? Type shit. So it's like I make music to like turn up and I like want people like, you know what I mean, vibing, but I also like and like enjoying love when people be like, yo, bro, when you said this, bro, like, it reminded me of this time when this happened.
That's
and
always the best
I was, feel me? Yeah, bro, you know, that's like always the best feeling and whatnot. Other than, bro, this shit hard. Like for me, I fuck with the beat. You know what I mean? Feel me? Like, you know what I mean? I like, you know, but like at the same time too, I appreciate all the love with all of it because like. Yeah, that shit. I never thought it'd really be like that. You know what I mean? Like I thought like I was gonna really like do this shit. You know what I mean? Like a couple years ago and shit like that. So like up until I probably like I was like probably like 23. That's when I really started. Like, all right, now I'm dropping with my boy Tech. We taking trips, we doing videos and shit like that. We never dropped and whatnot, but we dropped a few of them.
I was gonna ask you, you don't have too many visuals out there, and with your tapes and with the cover art and with the way they sound, I'm like, man, I need to see some visuals from this dude, man.
Yeah, man. I would love to see some visuals too, bro. But I keep running into like I ain't gonna hold you. Like I keep running into fucking jank video artists, bro.
Oh,
I ain't even gonna hold you. Like and I don't know, bro. Like I really don't know. Like it don't matter how you put, like the shit could go through perfectly and then it'll just be a phone call. Like, feel me? Or like you'll pay all the money and they're advertising like they could do this, that, and the third. You get
and
it,
just
and you're
don't
like,
come out the way.
Shit look like you edit this on like photo booth or something. Know what I mean? Like what the, you know what I mean? Or like you don't even get the coloring right. You're not even shot. It's just like people. I just need a video, man. Dog, I didn't spend.
Hit him up, man.
I'm saying, bro, because I didn't like not for nothing, like not on some like hit me up on some tax and shit. Because feel me, I'm not on that shit. But I didn't spend bread on videos, bro. I didn't spend like 500, 350,
Lord,
all types of bread on videos that I've never dropped, bro. I've never dropped.
Listen, man, tap in with my boy, man. Come on now. That is $1,000 on visuals, almost.
Probably like 15 bucks, on visuals, and like do everything to do within that. You know what I mean? Paying for rent.
And I mean, are you asking for like a lot in the videos? Like, is your budget?
No, I don't. Like, I really don't ask for a lot. Like, I don't. And if I do, I'm gonna make sure that I like the money is there too, and I'm asking the right people because I done like dealt with people like that actually serious about what they do and whatnot. Like I have a video with one of my boys, Scrap Nice.
I seen that. Yeah.
That was done in Atlanta. We shot that in Atlanta with Jay Legion, and he shot Young MA's videos, multiple of her videos.
Right.
Who else he shot? He shot for rest in peace. What's bro's name that died recently? He was on house arrest. And
I know who you're talking about.
Young and Jay or
I know who you're talking about. I don't even remember.
Jada Youngin.
Jada Youngin. There you go.
Yeah, Jada Youngin. Yeah, he shot for him too. Like he shot for a lot of people. And the video, the where we did that video at that warehouse was owned by Lil Baby. I think it was like in West Atlanta or North. Some shit
because
like
the angles in that video and the shoot, the song was great too. Don't get me wrong, but the videos what brought that song out. Those warehouse scenes were fucking crazy. I was like, that
was a professional like warehouse for people go to shoot videos. There was like different like scenes and places that you can go to shoot different things. Recently, as a matter of fact, like somebody else that I could say that recorded there and did a video there. I'm not sure if you know what AMP is.
AMP, I'm not sure.
It's like these internet people. And whatnot.
Kai Cenat. Okay.
They did like a rap cipher in that same. They did it like in the background. They have like there's like mad signatures on the wall. Right. I got my name on that wall. I wrote my name on that wall. Yeah.
Goodness. Wow.
For me, so it's like I've actually tapped in with like real like. But for me, they are literally like busy. Like they're not from here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Atlanta, Florida. You know what I mean? They're not from here.
Do you feel like sometimes that's the problem with CT? Like you just run into that a lot here. Like sometimes people just can't stand on the business part. Does it just aggravate you?
Yeah. I was about to say that's really what it is. It's really just not standing on the business, bro. Or like just not like taking enough time in your craft to like actually like be sitting here and like wasting people's time. You know what I mean? You waste people's time if you don't like.
Right.
That's just
and time is money. You know
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Time is money for sure. Listen, man, I also want to talk to you about your, my boy 50 Chris. You and him make magic. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make magic together. Okay? Are we getting anything more from y'all? Are y'all playing the field? What's going on? Because y'all make crazy bangers, man. Again,
honestly, we were just good. I don't even know if because I don't know if he want me to say it or not. But fucking again, we're supposed to have a video drop recently.
Okay.
But all I can say is just listen to the conversation we just had.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Okay.
I got you.
You know what I mean? All right. So very.
I got you.
But, bro, we got multiple songs and whatnot and all that shit. So and he just told me about another video producer and whatnot. So I'm letting him take the wheel with that and whatnot. So
that.
let him, because again, what we were gonna do, it was gonna be like off of 1900 and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna do something off of that. But like now I'm just gonna let him take it over. Like your song, your video, just holla at me when everything ready, bro. Cause you know what I mean, bro, I'm not doing it again.
And tell me too, I seen something about some merch. So tell me about you getting into the merch game too. You got is it still going up?
Yeah, bro, I'm not getting into the merch game.
You're not doing it?
Nah, bro. Is this something I did? Cause like one night I'm just like, yo, what can I do to like I'm doing so much stuff right now. Like one thing I'm trying to do right now, bro, is just keep the motion going. I feel like that's what a lot of people like that shit like hurts them. It's like they'll do something and then they'll stop. And they'll just live life, regular life and shit like that. And it's like, bro, like, you know what I mean? But feel me? I was on the same type of time. So like right now, I just been on some like, just always keep some motion going on with this music. You know what I mean? With this music. Feel me? So it's like, yeah, like when I was like, one night I'm with like one of my boys and whatnot, he's like a fucking, he's the wizard. Feel me? I call him the wizard. Feel me? So he just know a little about a lot. Feel me? Feel me? So basically, I'm just chilling with him one night and I'm like, yo, bro, like, yo, how much it cost to get t-shirts made, bro? Right. And he was like, and then he just told me the price. I'm like, here, bro, just go do that shit. Bro. I was like, bro, just go, feel me? Go do that. And then he was like, what you want? And I was like, I just took a piece of paper and I was like, here, just do that, do this, and then do that. So basically all I did, because it's already out, I didn't sell the merch or anything. I just gave it away. I was for me, like, I put it in a pile. Well, I vacuum sealed some of them. I was like packaging and whatnot.
I feel it. You know, you gotta start from somewhere, man.
No. I mean, it did it like as a little joke. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Vacuum sealed.
I get you.
You know what I mean? It's like a little joke. I had the RX sticker on it and shit like that. Okay. Feel me? But little jokey joke. But fucking But then at one point I just done some Kanye shit. I just put the bag of clothes, bag of shirts, and I was like, yo, everybody just grab a shirt. Exactly. I was like, just grab a shirt, bro. I was like, I don't know what size is what, just grab a shirt. But like, I'm not, one thing about me, bro, I ain't gonna hold you, but my honest opinion about merch and shit like that, bro, and like clothing lines and shit, that shit be played, bro.
Yes.
Man, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, there are some lit ass clothing lines like out here types. Like I can name a few. Like what for like survival.
Right. Shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them. Like there's a couple other ones out here that actually like doing their thing, and I actually fuck with their clothes and whatnot. But it's like,
you just don't see yourself doing that as an artist.
My next, man, I ain't gonna tell you. I was about to say, my next, I like novelty stuff. So if I'm gonna do some merch, if I'm gonna do some merch, not something that you can like really necessarily wear, but something that you just gonna keep around.
Something you can have,
yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna ask you, because I'm like, bro, you branch into everything. You just don't stop working. You just keep, you got your hands in like every little thing, which is dope. You know what I'm saying? To keep seeing your name everywhere. Listen, man. What else are we going to see you doing? What's in the future coming for LVFLEX? What's going on with you in the future, man? What's happening?
Shit, I'm finna drop this project probably. But I'm gonna send it through the distribution shit and whatnot, like probably in a couple days and shit like that. So I'm finna be out soon. Honestly, I'm just gonna tap in like with just like more artists and whatnot, because a couple artists hit me up after the show and whatnot. I have a couple features I have to do and whatnot, and and I'm just gonna keep pushing with the music. Not for nothing, Chris put me on about another show opportunity and whatnot, and with Concert Crave, I'm tapped in with them, so I could, if anything, I'll probably like tap in with them with more shows and shit like that, and
that's a big one too. Concert Crave is one of them things that's out here right now that's really pushing the culture. So
that's a fact.
To be tapped out with them is crazy, man. It's nuts. And also too, man, I just want to say, man, you're, like I said, the 4 EPs in 2 years, this guy is fucking working, man. This is not a game with him. This is not for nothing. The rap game, he's really putting it like, he's doing something totally different, man. Y'all got to pay attention, man.
I'm saying.
And tell me, and I want you to tell the kids at home, because these kids listen to you.
Yeah.
How much does it feel good to be different? Let them know. You know what I'm saying? And just stay in your own lane.
Yeah, it definitely feels good, bro. It's on just because, it does.
You know what I'm saying?
It feels good, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be a drill artist. You don't have to be a trap artist.
You do not have to be a drill artist. You do not have to be the hardest rapper in the game. You don't have to be none of that. As long as you stand on yourself and you stand on what you saying, you stand on like, you know, you have like fucking integrity and respect and all that good stuff and whatnot, bro, you gonna be straight because everybody gonna respect you. Everybody, you gonna be good everywhere. You know what I mean? Type shit. You just gotta, you know, stand on yourself. You gotta put it into the craft,
man. He took a bet on himself and he's winning. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, this has been the Standout Podcast with your boy LVFLEX, your boy Austin Santiago, where everyone and anyone can be a standout. Listen, man, this guy, the summer is coming and he gonna have it on fire. I'm telling you, it's coming. That project is crazy. If you haven't streamed Through the Night, please go stream that right now. I'm telling you.
SoundCloud right now.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. So plug anything, plug your Instagram, plug whatever you got coming, whatever's coming, you know?
Shit, yeah. Through the Night EP on SoundCloud right now. Through the Night tape dropping probably dropping this month.
Okay,
and yeah, got a couple other features. So y'all gonna hear some more from me. Y'all gonna hear some more. I ain't stopping. Feel me?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know exactly what I'm gonna do, but that's what everything, like, feel me? I didn't plan for the show. I ain't playing for none of that. Feel me? They just hit me up one day and I was like, fuck it. Feel me? So that's how I do everything. But feel me? Fucking yeah, y'all gonna hear from me.
Listen, man, you're gonna hear from him. Mm-hmm. He's here. He's now Standout Podcast. You already know what it is. LVFLEX in the motherfucking building. You know how we do.
Yes,
make sure you follow us at Standout Podcast. And also, I want to make sure and mention this. This is sponsored by The Pod Lounge, at The Pod Lounge. Come get your podcast done here. Shout out to my girl Deja for believing in me. You already know what it is. LVFLEX in the motherfucking building. We out.